Have you ever wondered why some women in their 70s and beyond seem to radiate joy while others struggle with loneliness and depression? The difference might surprise you. Meet Eleanor. At 82, she still volunteers 3 times a week, hosts a book club, and her grandchildren can't wait for their weekly video calls with her. Her neighbor Judith, just 73, barely leaves her home anymore. Same neighborhood, same age group, vastly different lives. What you might not realize is that happiness after 70 isn't about luck or genetics. Research from the Harvard Aging Study shows that our daily habits can literally reshape our brain chemistry even in our later years. The rituals we practice each day might be the difference between vibrant longevity and isolated decline. But here's what's truly shocking. The Journal of Gerontology found that women who incorporate certain daily practices were 63% less likely to experience depression and reported satisfaction levels equal to people decades younger. Yet most senior women have never been taught these simple rituals. Today I'm sharing 12 daily practices of the happiest women over 70 I've met in my 15 years of working with senior communities. Some might seem counterintuitive, a few take less than 3 minutes to do, and the last one, well, it changed everything for my own mother when she felt she had nothing to live for. Stay with me until the end, because the final ritual is one that transformed the lives of every woman who tried it, yet almost no one talks about it. Ritual number 1, the gratitude wake-up. Many seniors wake up with aches and worries flooding their minds. This sets a negative tone for the entire day. Take Betty, a 76-year-old former teacher, who started each morning mentally cataloging her pains. My first thoughts were always about my arthritis, or worrying about being a burden to my daughter, she told me. Her days felt heavy before they even began. Neurologists at UCLA discovered that our first thoughts upon waking actually set our brain chemistry for the next 4-6 hours. When we begin with negative thoughts, our bodies release cortisol, the stress hormone, which actually intensifies pain perception and clouds thinking. Instead, try this. Before your feet touch the floor each morning, name 3 simple things you're thankful for today. They don't need to be profound. The warmth of your blanket, the birds singing outside, or even just the gift of another day. Betty started this practice and wrote her 3 things on a notepad by her bed. It sounds too simple to work, she laughed. But beginning with gratitude instead of complaints completely changed how my body felt within 2 weeks. Have you ever noticed how your first morning thoughts affect your entire day? Type morning in the comments if you're willing to try this gratitude wake up for 1 week. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Ritual number 2, the 10-minute morning movement. Many women over 70 believe exercise means strenuous workouts that their bodies can no longer handle, so they avoid movement altogether. Patricia, a 74-year-old with osteoporosis, feared exercise would lead to injury. I used to love dancing, but after my diagnosis, I became afraid to move. I spent most days in my chair watching TV, she explained. However, research from the National Institute on Aging reveals that even gentle movement for just 10 minutes in the morning increases blood flow to the brain by 15%, improving cognitive function and mood for the entire day. It also lubricates joints, reducing stiffness and pain. The solution isn't intense exercise, it's consistent, gentle movement right after breakfast. Try this, set a timer for just 10 minutes and move your body in any way that feels good. This could be simple stretches, walking around your home, dancing to one favorite song, or following a gentle seated yoga routine. Patricia started with chair exercises while watching morning TV. After 3 weeks, I noticed I could reach items in my kitchen cabinets without pain. Now I look forward to my morning movement. I even invited my neighbor to join me twice a week. The key is consistency, not intensity. Your body will thank you with greater mobility and your mind with improved clarity. Are you currently moving your body every morning? Share what kind of gentle movement brings you joy by typing moving in the comments. Ritual number 3, the purposeful preparation. Many women in their 70s and beyond fall into a pattern of staying in nightwear all day, especially if they don't plan to leave home. This sends a powerful signal to the brain that the day doesn't matter. Margaret, a 77-year-old widow, found herself slipping into this habit. After Harold passed, some days I wouldn't even brush my hair. Why bother when no one would see me? Her mood spiraled as her self-care diminished. Psychologists at Stanford University found that the simple act of getting dressed and ready for the day increases self-esteem by 41% in seniors, even when staying home. This enclothed cognition phenomenon demonstrates how our brain interprets our clothing choices as signals about how to behave and feel. The ritual is simple. Each morning, change out of sleepwear into proper day clothes, brush your hair, apply light makeup if you normally wear it, and put on proper shoes, not slippers. Treat each day as if it matters, because it does. Margaret started setting out her clothes the night before and added a small touch of lipstick each morning. It seems silly, but looking in the mirror and seeing myself put together reminds me that I'm still here, still worthy of care. My daughter noticed the difference in my voice over the phone before I even told her about this change. Has getting fully dressed for the day, even when staying home, made a difference in how you feel? Type dressed if you've noticed this in your own life. Ritual number 4, the hydration station. Many senior women are chronically dehydrated without realizing it, mistaking thirst signals for hunger, fatigue, or even cognitive confusion. Ruth, 81, was experiencing afternoon headaches and fatigue. I thought it was just my age catching up with me. My doctor kept asking about my water intake, but I'd say I drink when I'm thirsty, not realizing that my thirst sensation had dulled with age. The National Council on Aging reports that proper hydration improves cognitive function by up to 30% in seniors and reduces urinary tract infections by 58%. Additionally, dehydration is a leading cause of preventable hospital admissions for people over 65. Create a hydration station at home. Place a beautiful pitcher filled with water. You can add cucumber, lemon, or berries for flavor in a prominent location. Use a special cup that holds 8 ounces and aim to refill it 6-8 times throughout the day, beginning first thing in the morning. Ruth placed her pitcher on her kitchen counter with a pretty blue glass beside it. I made it a game. Every time I walk through the kitchen, I drink half a glass. My headaches disappeared within days, and my energy is so much better in the afternoons. I even sleep better now. Proper hydration might be the simplest yet most overlooked key to feeling good as we age. Do you track your water intake? Type hydrate in the comments if you're inspired to try this ritual. Ritual number 5, the connection call. Social isolation has become an epidemic among senior women, with many going days without meaningful human interaction. Doris, a 75-year-old living alone, found herself going entire days without speaking to another person. My children are busy with their own lives. I didn't want to be a bother, so I'd wait for them to call me. Sometimes, I'd realize my only conversation had been with the grocery cashier. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that social isolation increases the risk of premature death by 29%, similar to the effect of smoking 15 cigarettes daily. It also accelerates cognitive decline and increases the likelihood of depression. The ritual is simple but powerful. Make one meaningful connection call each day, preferably in the morning. This doesn't mean calling the same person every day or having hour-long conversations. A 5-minute check-in with a different friend, family member, or even a former colleague creates a web of connections that sustains emotional well-being. Doris created a simple list of 10 people and began rotating through it, making brief calls. At first, I worried I was interrupting their day, but people were so happy to hear from me. Now we have a standing phone date, and these calls give structure to my week. The key is taking initiative rather than waiting for others to reach out. How many meaningful conversations have you had this week? Type connected if you already practice this ritual or plan to start. Ritual number 6, the mindful meal. Many women over 70 eat while distracted, standing at the counter watching television or reading, leading to poor digestion, reduced enjoyment, and often overeating. Evelyn, a 79-year-old who lived alone, hardly noticed what she ate anymore. Food became functional rather than pleasurable. I'd eat straight from containers while watching the news. Some days I couldn't even remember what I'd eaten. Researchers at Harvard Medical School found that mindful eating improves nutrient absorption by up to 40% and significantly enhances satiety signals, preventing overeating. For seniors, this practice also helps maintain a healthy weight and can reduce digestive issues common in later years. Transform at least one daily meal into a mindful experience. Set a proper place at the table with real dishes, not paper plates. Turn off all screens before eating. Look at your food and appreciate its colors and aromas. Take small bites, chewing thoroughly, and set your fork down between bites. Evelyn started with her evening meal, using her good china that had been collecting dust. It felt strange at first, eating in silence and paying such attention to my food, but I've rediscovered flavors I hadn't noticed in years. I'm eating less but enjoying it more, and my persistent indigestion has improved dramatically. This ritual honors both the food that nourishes you and your own worth as someone deserving of care and attention. Do you eat mindfully or while distracted? Share your experience by typing mindful in the comments if you're willing to try this approach. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Ritual number 7, the nature connection. Many senior women spend over 95% of their time indoors, disconnected from the natural world that has been proven essential for human well-being. Helen, 83, had limited mobility and lived in an apartment. The outdoors seemed increasingly off-limits as I aged. Some weeks, I only went outside to get to doctor's appointments. I felt cut off from the world. A groundbreaking study in the International Journal of Environmental Research showed that just 20 minutes of nature exposure significantly lowers stress hormones and improves mood. For seniors specifically, regular nature contact is linked to better sleep, lower blood pressure, and increased vitamin D levels crucial for bone health. Create a daily nature ritual. Spend at least 15 minutes outside each day, ideally in the morning when sunlight helps regulate your sleep cycle. If mobility is limited, simply sit on a porch, balcony, or near an open window. Focus on using all your senses. Notice the textures, sounds, smells, and colors around you. Helen began sitting on her small apartment balcony each afternoon. I put out a bird feeder and started keeping a journal of what birds visited. It gave me something to look forward to every day. Now I notice seasonal changes I've been missing for years. The fresh air and sunlight have improved my sleep tremendously. For those with very limited mobility, even bringing natural elements indoors, a small plant, opening windows for fresh air, or listening to nature sounds, provides many of the same benefits. Do you have a daily nature connection? Type nature if you've experienced the benefits of time outdoors. Ritual number 8, the afternoon creative hour. Many women over 70 experience an afternoon energy dip and turn to television to pass the time, missing an opportunity for brain-stimulating creativity. Shirley, 72, found herself falling asleep in front of afternoon game shows. The hours between lunch and dinner seemed endless. I'd watch whatever was on TV, but it left me feeling foggy and unproductive. Neurological research from the University of California shows that creative activities stimulate different brain regions than passive entertainment, creating new neural pathways even in our later years. This neuroplasticity helps prevent cognitive decline and improves problem-solving abilities in everyday life. Set aside 1 hour each afternoon for a creative pursuit, something that engages your hands and mind together. This could be knitting, drawing, writing, baking, playing an instrument, container gardening, or learning a new skill online. The key is active participation rather than passive consumption. Shirley decided to return to watercolor painting, something she enjoyed in her 40s but hadn't done in decades. I started with simple projects from YouTube tutorials. Now I look forward to my painting hour all day. I've connected with an online group of senior artists, and we share our work. My grandchildren are amazed at what their old grandmas can create. This ritual provides a natural energy boost without caffeine and gives your day a sense of accomplishment and purpose. The afternoon is ideal timing as it converts what's often a low-energy period into a satisfying, brain-stimulating experience. What creative activity brings you joy? Share your favorite by typing "create" in the comments. Ritual number 9, the Wisdom Journal. Many women in their 70s and beyond feel their life experience and hard-earned wisdom go unappreciated in a youth-obsessed culture, leading to feelings of irrelevance. Barbara, 76, felt increasingly invisible. I'd solved problems, overcome hardships, and learned so much through my life, but nobody asks for my advice anymore. It's as if my lifetime of experience suddenly has no value. Researchers at Northwestern University found that the act of reflecting on and recording personal wisdom activates profound psychological well-being in seniors. When this wisdom is later shared, it creates what psychologists call generativity, the fulfilling sense of contributing to future generations. Keep a daily wisdom journal. Each evening, write down one insight from your life experience. It might be a lesson learned, a reflection on something you witnessed, or advice you wish you could share. Write it as if speaking to someone you love. Barbara began writing brief wisdom entries each night before bed. At first, I didn't think I had anything important to say, but once I started, the insights flowed. I've filled 3 journals now. Last month, I decided to type up selected entries and create small booklets for each of my grandchildren as graduation gifts. My granddaughter called in tears after reading hers, saying she had no idea I'd overcome such challenges. This ritual honors your life journey while creating a lasting legacy. The simple act of acknowledging your own wisdom reinforces your continuing value and purpose, regardless of whether others actively seek your advice. Have you ever recorded your life wisdom? Type wisdom if you believe your experiences could help others. Ritual number 10, the evening reflection. Many senior women struggle with racing thoughts at bedtime, reviewing regrets or worrying about health concerns, leading to insomnia and anxiety. Mildred, 84, dreaded bedtime. As soon as my head hit the pillow, my mind would fill with everything I should have done differently in my life, or worries about becoming dependent on my children. I'd be exhausted but unable to sleep. Sleep researchers at the Mayo Clinic found that guided evening reflection significantly reduces sleep onset insomnia in seniors. By intentionally reviewing the day in a structured, positive way, the brain transitions from active problem solving to the relaxed state necessary for restful sleep. Create an evening reflection ritual. 30 minutes before bed, sit comfortably and reflect on 3 specific questions. What went well today? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? What is one small thing I can let go of? You can think through these questions or write brief answers in a bedside journal. Mildred placed a small notebook by her bed and spent 5 minutes each night with these questions. It sounds too simple to make a difference, but focusing on the positive aspects of my day and having something to anticipate tomorrow has transformed my sleep. The most powerful part was giving myself permission to let go of something, whether it's a grudge I've held or a task I didn't complete. This ritual creates a mental boundary between daytime concerns and restorative sleep, signaling to your brain that it's safe to rest. Do you have trouble quieting your mind at bedtime? Type reflect if you experience nighttime worry. Ritual number 11, the laughter prescription. Many women over 70 report that joy and laughter gradually disappear from their daily lives as they face health challenges, loss, and increased isolation. Virginia, 78, realized she had gone weeks without laughing. After my husband died and my health problems started, everything became serious. I was existing, not living. I couldn't remember the last time I'd had a good laugh. The National Institute on Aging reports that laughter physically reduces stress hormones while increasing endorphins and immune cells. For seniors specifically, regular laughter has been shown to improve pain tolerance, decrease blood pressure, and enhance overall quality of life. Incorporate a daily laughter ritual. Spend at least 10 minutes each day engaging with something you find genuinely funny. This could be watching comedy clips, reading humorous books, sharing jokes with friends, or recalling funny memories. The physical act of laughing provides benefits even when the laughter is initially forced. Virginia started watching short comedy clips on her tablet each evening. My daughter helped me find comedians from my era. Soon I was laughing out loud alone in my living room. I've created a collection of funny greeting cards, and when I feel low, I read through them. I've even joined a senior laughter yoga class at my community center. The key is making humor intentional rather than waiting for something funny to happen. Laughter is too important to leave to chance, especially as we age. When was the last time you had a really good laugh? Share what reliably makes you chuckle by typing laugh in the comments. Ritual number 12, the legacy project. Many women in their 70s and beyond struggle with finding meaning and purpose, particularly after retirement or losing a spouse, leading to depression and a sense that their best contributions are behind them. Martha, 85, felt adrift after retiring from a 40-year teaching career. I'd wake up and wonder why I should even get out of bed, without my students, who needed me anymore. What difference did I make? A landmark study from Rush University found that seniors with high purpose in life were 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's and lived an average of 7 years longer than those without clear purpose. The key factor wasn't previous accomplishments, but current, ongoing contribution. Create a legacy project. Identify one small way to contribute to others each day. This isn't about grand gestures, but consistent small actions that benefit others. Making phone calls to other seniors who are homebound, knitting caps for premature babies, writing encouraging notes to staff at your doctor's office, or sharing your skills through online mentoring. Martha began recording simple educational videos about history, her specialty, which her grandson helped upload online. I thought maybe a few students might find them helpful. Now I receive messages from people around the world. At 85, I'm reaching more students than I ever did in my classroom. I wake up excited about what topic I'll cover next. This final ritual is perhaps the most powerful of all, the daily practice of mattering to others. Have you found purpose in your senior years? Share how you contribute by typing legacy in the comments. These 12 rituals aren't complicated or expensive, but together they create a framework for vibrant, joyful living well into your 80s and beyond. Remember, it's not about doing all of them perfectly. Even incorporating just 2 or 3 can significantly transform your daily experience. What strikes me about the happiest women over 70 I've met is that they don't deny the challenges of aging. They acknowledge their losses and limitations, but they don't let these define their days. Instead, they focus on what remains possible and find meaning in both small pleasures and continued contribution. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these rituals resonated most deeply with you? Which one could you begin tomorrow? The beauty of these practices is that they build upon each other. The morning gratitude leads naturally to mindful eating, which creates energy for creativity, which provides material for your wisdom journal. I'd love to hear your experiences. Perhaps you already practice some of these rituals, or maybe you have additional wisdom to share with our community. Your insights might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear today. If you found value in today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue creating content that honors the journey of women in their golden years. And remember, the quality of your daily rituals determines the quality of your life, regardless of age. Until next time, reminding you that your best days may still be ahead of you.